Sorry. Good morning. Well, good morning and welcome back to another day with Nacho Stuff. We have weathered the storm and I had to get out. I did. You can see there's a number of people out here that are cleaning up after the storm. This is the first stop. I've hit a handful of neighborhoods without much luck, which doesn't surprise me, but I just wanted to get out and just do my drive, do some drive time. So we weathered the storm pretty well. We have a small leak in the roof that I have to take a look at. We have a lot of wet areas in the yard. I mean, the flooding in Orlando has been pretty rough, so we just have some wet spots, so it's really not that bad. And we lost a tree, but the good news is it's a tree my wife didn't like anyways, so nature did the job for me. So we're gonna run around and see if we can find really much of anything today. My guess is we probably won't find too much, but it's gonna be nice to be out and run around. And I want to have you all think about the people in Southwest Florida. They got pummeled, man. It is not looking good. Here in Orlando, there's still a lot of people without power. I actually stopped at my tire store this morning. That one tire that I've got isn't holding air very well, and I was just gonna have him replace it with a tire that I have. They got no power. So about every other block, it seems, some have them, some doesn't have it. I was gonna try to put some air on it at the gas station that I normally stop at. They didn't have power either. But then like the next block down, they did have power. So it's really hit and miss. I think over the next handful of days, they'll get power restored to a lot of people's. But definitely put your thoughts and prayers out to those people in Southwest Florida, because they took a licking. And they'll rebound. I mean, it's good to see all the people that are out and about already raking up leaves and picking stuff up and just getting back to life. So that's what I'm doing. Let's get out there and see if there's any goodies out there for us today. And I wanted to thank all the people that put kind words out for me and put thoughts out for me. It's much, much appreciated. And thankfully, we weathered the storm pretty well. So let's go get some stuffs. Like I said, folks, there's not been much out here, but this is gonna be our first true stop today. We're gonna grab a couple of chairs. Nope, that box is empty. These are outside, I think. I could have swore I saw a ceiling fan flash before my eyes. Maybe that's just me imagining things. I'm gonna keep you guys in for a second because I saw a drum set up here that we're gonna grab as well. It's been kind of a weird day. It's gorgeous out. Everybody's out working on their lawns. I know. Scrap and pellet man. You would say this is not scrap, but I'm not a drummer. So, to me it's scrap, and I'm sorry. What do you say? It's not making music, it's making noise? Yeah. I would probably look it up if I thought I could sell this to somebody, but I don't know. I find these drum sets all the time, it seems. All I know is that these cymbals are brass. I do know that. That one's got a pedal. It's probably aluminum. This one's got multiple cymbal sets. This one's bent though. Look at this. This is a legit set. A lot of the ones I pick up are junk, but this one's definitely heavier duty. Matthew and Liam. Oh, that drum's broken. This has been in the garage for a bit. Well, that's something. Yeah. Even more, huh? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Have a great day. All right, now let's go. Might even have a picker today, man. I don't know what this one is. It seemed like it had some odd stuff in it. Looks like a ton of photo albums. That's weird. It is. It's all pictures. Memories. Throwing out memories. Those are all photos, dude. Oh my gosh. All memories. With warmest wish. I'll show you guys in a minute. That's funny. That's funny there. Cats. It's a cat lady. What's in there? Money. No, more pictures. Oh my gosh, they threw out all of their pictures. Holy Toledo. Holy macachole. All the memories gotta go. But anyways, here you go. With warmest wishes for your comfort in the coldest of weather. What could it possibly be? It's a sock. Oh, that's funny. I see a bike up here. We're not going to take it because it's not really in front of somebody's house. So it could have been some dumb kid. It could be garbage. I'm sorry. It would count towards bank count, but that's just questionable. And those were one of the ones. When in doubt, leave it behind. So let's go and see if we can get a couple more junks before we got to go to the yard. And this I saw on the news last night. Look at that. That is crazy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to zoom in for that or not, but up there. I don't know if you can see that road up there. There's water just rivering right over there. That is crazy. I saw that on the news last night. I thought for sure they'd be gone by now. That is so much water. Holy Toledos! some stuffs. Oosh. Come on. Oh, there's some weights here too. Sweet. What we got here? 25 pounds and what is that, 10? Yep. We'll be keeping those though. Those will go with rotors, or they'll go to actually go to Plate Against Sports. Been saving for them. Last time I called them, weights were paying about 30 cents a pound, as long as they were the real weights. I missed this on the way up. What is this? Oh, it's a saw holder. A saw tripod. It's all right, brother. Full metal jacket. Well, 4 metal table, I should say. I don't normally see these. I'll take of that. Look at all the branches they've done lost. Oosh. No glass on this one, folks. Onward. Look at that mess there. Boy. That's some cleanup waiting to happen. Look at all this stuff here. This was a glass table, minus the glass. Wow, this is all kind of stuffs. This is what Jeff was expecting, I think. It's piles like this, but this is not hurricane stuff. This is like cleanup stuff, because there's car parts in here, lights in here. Impatient people in here. Get out of the way, lady. I got things to do and people to see. That's got wire and stuff even. Another Mike the Scavenger spot. Oosh. Just pulling stuff. Little baby ladder. We're gonna have to go through all this later. If it doesn't pick up, I don't know if I'm gonna show you the yard, because it's gonna take me time to go through this one alone. I'll show you the yard, but I don't know that I'm gonna bore you with me breaking this stuff down. We'll see. I know some of you are like, no, Matt, not that. Don't do that to us. We'll see. We'll see. This is some good stuff. Stop of the day for sure. You come up there. Put you behind the windbreak. This is the stuff Jeff was talking about. This was a lamp pole that was probably in the backyard or the front yard, and it's going to be all aluminum except for the monster huge piece of concrete on the bottom. I'll have to break off of there. Come on, where are my clippers on? These ones. That should maybe brass. No, it's more aluminum. Let's go. I think we're gonna get some stuffs here. Look at that fancy gate. Ooh, there's body parts in here. This is all Halloween stuff. What? This is a mummy. Yeah, that's a mummy. Or a spiderweb person. What's with all Halloween stuff? Oh, he's wet. That's a scary dude. This is really nice. Oosh. I'm gonna put you up front so you don't get destroyed. It's like wood. Oosh. I think they've lost power here. I smelled a ton of barbecue in here. Or grills, I should say. Nope. What is this? It's like a mat. A Peloton bike mat. My wife was telling me Peloton's taking a beating lately. Other pieces to that thing. Right? More pieces to that. I'm gonna do one too. This and this. I'll put the dog thing right in there. I'll put the whole thing in there. I think it all goes in there anyways. I think this might work one of them. There we go. You stay. These witches, though. What do you think, guys? You should take them, Matt. You should take them. Potions and spells. I don't know. It is Halloween. This would I'd keep if there wasn't water damage to it. That's it for the metals, guys. This dog thing, this box is wet, so I'm gonna put him in the back here, though. Now he's in a box, he's protected. There we go. Let's go. Oh, let's go look up here real quick before we leave. This looks like car part boxes to me. Oh, it is. When I pulled up, I said, those look car party. Whew. See my poor little tire back there? I hope they have power by the time I go home. I'll have to get that fixed sooner than later. There you go, guys. Got a tree down on the road. Look at the big one. Look at that branch that came down. I think this might be our last spot before we have to head home because the yard is closed. Get ourselves a garage door opener. I was hoping that's gonna be aluminum, but it looks pretty steely. So the thing I might do is try to break some of this down so that way you guys can see the unload, because I know a lot of you guys like that. So I don't know, we'll figure her out. I was wrong. There's a little bit of flashing here. This is stuff you thought you might see a whole bunch of, but the winds weren't too bad here in Orlando. We just had a bunch of rain, and the winds are what create this kind of havoc. So we were lucky in that respect. This one got the whole roof, the whole front roof of the building got peeled back. I guess they're not going to be open today. Wow. Woo-wee. Not good. All right, guys, I decided, oh gosh, it's wet over here. I decided to keep you guys in for the unload. I'm gonna pull up into the water here so my tail's not in the water. It's drier here than I would have expected, but it's still pretty wet. Still not out of the water. Gotta love it. Oh. All right, I take that back. It's just as wet as I expected. So these drums, I took one of them apart at the house, and I didn't get much else taken apart because of that. But the drum is almost all steel, except for these little notches. And if I do each of the drums, I get about a pound. And I'm not gonna do that much work. No sir, no how. So, aluminum. Okay. These all that's got a little bit of wire. I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay. Did not check the stands though. Charl metal. I know I can feel Paul cringing. Sorry, Paul. We'll let him make his final beat. Dang it. This I need to look out further. Don't go anyplace new. A lot of the stuff up front, stuff that I brought from the house. I sorted a bunch of stuff over the weekend. This is that Star Wars chair that I kept. It ended up being broken. I think I might keep this for now. That's pretty nice. Okay, how does this come over here? That's aluminum. You come off of here, brother. That feels aluminum too. Huh. I gotta probably undo it. I'm not sure on this one, guys. Have to look at that a little closer in a little bit. This is a typewriter I looked up, not worth anything. I keep telling you guys they're worth stuff and they're not. Jeff said he'll give me electric motors on those power supplies. Chair for you, Wendy. Ouch. 2. All right, this junk here I'm gonna have to go through on my own, and I'll meet you over at Jeffy's. I don't know if he's over there, and I don't think I saw his car, but someone will be over there. So I will catch you over at NF whoever. All right, I'll see you guys in a minute. NF, we shall see. NF nobody. Glenn's here. Don't see anybody. Oh. That's got to be stainless steel. Or steel. I thought I did that once and it was not magnetic. I just did it too fast. Almost number 1. See if it'll give me number 1 on that stuff. Yeah, it was this one. It looks just like that one. This is aluminum though, right? Yeah. I guess nobody's working today. Alrighty. Nobody's working today. I guess I gotta check myself out. it take to get a little service around here?
Huh?
What's it take to get a little service around here?
Yeah, blame it on old cafe. Yeah, we don't take that.
Number one?
It ain't even a race, dude.
Come on, number one. Come on, baby. What?
You have to wait till Jeff gets back. I'm not sure about any of this actually.
Well, I can tell you, we got dirty, we got clean, we got electric motors.
It don't look any cleaner than that.
What?
Man, you need to learn how to clean.
I'm not a very good cleaner. That sounds like my wife.
It's a defense mechanism. It makes it so it'll deter her from ever asking you to do something you don't want to do again.
Ugh. You fare the storm well? I said, did you fare the storm well? Still got power? Not underwater?
I can flicker it a couple times.
Yeah, that's what I had too.
Other people got it a lot worse, though.
Yeah, I have a small leak over my bedroom and I've got a tree down, but that's it.
I got lucky when I bought my house. I didn't have much of a choice on the house I bought.
Uh-huh.
But the house I bought, I got lucky. It was full, newly renovated.
Uh-huh.
I got a drainage sewer thing adjacent to my property, so it runs down into that thing, and then got a brand new tin roof on it. So
That's nice.
not to worry about fucking nothing. You guys throw this in here. You wanted all this in number one? Or?
No, I'll bring it back to you. No, the white stuff's all number one. That black's not gonna be number one. No, I'm not worried about it. I'll bring it back out later. I'll sort it out.
Are you sure?
I got a number one.
Dude, I'm telling you, I've been slammed this morning. If you want to sit here and go through that,
Nah.
you'll just have to contend with all the customers.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's raking up leaves today.
Weren't that bad.
Is this a motor or is this just dirty?
Dirty. Yeah. Like a output bearing or something. That'll be dirty.
That's all the dirty, yeah. Where do you want the clean? I know that Jeff normally puts the cast over there and the sheet over here, but doesn't matter. He still not got power? Does he still out of power? He had no power, that's why I was like, I don't know if I feel comfortable coming in without power. I'm like, what's that got to do with anything?
Sit in the house and bake? What do you want? Like what?
I'm like, he's got a generator, so he got stuff's on. I'm like, if you're really concerned about it, just shut everything off at the breaker, and when you come back home, turn it back on. The only thing you got to worry about is like an electrical fire or something like that when everything kicks back in.
2 days off because the hurricane was here. It's not here no more, and
Yeah.
nothing more can you say.
Yeah. All right, and then we got electric motors.
You guys check that in there.
You good? And that be it, my friend. Huh? All right. I'll catch you tomorrow, brother. Have a great weekend. The aloe vera plant's still where we left it. So I think I'll grab a piece of it. Someone said they're pretty hardy, and I'll regrow it at my house and leave the rest of it for Jeff. But it made it through the storm. Yes. Alrighty, guys, we're weighed and paid. What a day. Man, is it a beautiful day or what? We are just now, it's what, 2 o'clock, a little after 2 o'clock. We are just now hitting 80 degrees. It has been 60s and 70s all day so far. Cloudless, humidity's gone, the storm sucked everything with it, and a cold front came down. If you had seen the difference between, like I said, what a difference a day makes. It was quite a storm, and now it's like just gorgeous out, which is good for anybody that still doesn't have power, doesn't have AC. At least they're not baking. So we went out and about. There wasn't a whole lot out there. The one stop where I picked up that Peloton bike mat and that dog gate was the home run, because besides a couple of bits here and there, most of it actually came from the house, because I just kept pulling totes in of all the stuff that I need to break down, and all that shred came back, plus like that tote that I got out of the front seat of the car, that was all cast aluminum. So a lot of this, even the non-ferrous, came from the house. So that one stop it would make the day, and I'll explain that to you in just a minute, because I'm not going to put it up. I'm going to plan on not putting it up during the video. I'm going to put it up at the end and be like, wow. Okay. Anywho's, tin, 700 pounds. 5.5 cents a pound still, $38.50. Irony light would have been, we didn't have much light, did we? 14 pounds. I don't even remember what it was. The lights that I didn't take the plastic out of it. I didn't feel like taking the screws out. It wasn't going to make a huge difference. Send them away. 14 pounds, 20 cents a pound, $2.80. Clean aluminum were the lights that came apart much easier, plus the fan that I brought, the stuff that I brought from the house, the one drum that I took apart, basically any clean aluminum. 22 pounds, 40 cents a pound, $8.80. Electric motors, Jeff the other day, I was talking to him about it. He said that the power sources for the computers he'll pay me electric motors on, and then I had a bunch of transformers and just big plugs that I had broken down at the house over the weekend. Not tons, but some. So that was 82 pounds, 16 cents a pound, $13.12, for a grand total of $63.22. So you're like, you didn't even hit your number, Matt. I know I didn't hit my number, but it's the day after the storm. Number one, mostly rain, mostly wet, mostly flooding. There was some wind. I think next week you'll start having people have cleaned up whatever got knocked down. We did get a couple of gutters today, but there wasn't, I don't know there's going to be a ton of that type of damage in our particular area. People got flooded, people lost power. So I don't know that it's going to change scrapping too much, unless for some reason your house got flooded and ruined stuff and that gets put out. But this was no like Texas where every single house was 3 foot underwater. It was isolated to certain areas. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what comes out next week. Hopefully I don't see much of a difference. Hopefully it's just like regular scrapping. That means people didn't suffer, which would be good, because we tend to do okay on our own anyways, right? We don't need no stinking hurricane to do better scrapping. So back to the winners. The winners was that one pile. I went through and I saw the couple of poles. That's what I stopped for. And then there was that dog gate. I'm like, wow, this is a nice looking dog gate. So I pulled it and set it aside. And I'm like, I don't want this thing to mess up, because this thing looks legit. And then I found the box for it that had some pieces down at the bottom. I'm like, I think they just took it out of the box and decided they didn't want it. And I don't know what's going on, why the box was out there and the gate. I don't think it's new. I don't know. I don't know what this deal is, but it's in nice shape. So I looked that gate up. That gate sells for anywhere from $300 to $400, depending on what source you buy it from. So I'm thinking, from a used aspect, it should be at least $100 bill. I mean, it's a legit nice. It's wood, and it's got paneling on it, and it stands on its own. It's kind of like one of those play yards, but it's just a fancy one, because it's just nice. So I think that's definitely some nice money. Any way you slice or dice it. So that right there is the day. And then that Peloton bike mat, I just like, oh, this is a cool mat. This might be nice to, it kind of to me was like an anti-fatigue mat. I'm like, oh, that's what I think it is. That might be nice to have. And so I grab it. Nope, it's a Peloton bike mat. So I'm like, Peloton bikes aren't doing so great right now. But I put it in eBay recent sold history, 62 bucks. That's what they're selling for. So Doggate Pelton bike mat, 150 plus. Win-win-win, if you ask me. So that one stop made it. We are off for the weekend. I will be putting up a voter for next month, because guess what? Monday's next month, and we got to pick something we're going to search for. The winner for this month will also be announced over the weekend. I'll do a quick video just so you guys know who won. It's going to be a low number. I think it might just be a one and done. I don't know. I haven't looked, but I don't recall too many people guessing as low as we found. I figured with doubling up by having bikes and grills, we would get a bigger number, and we just didn't find much of either of those this month. It's kind of weird. Now, we did lose a couple of days, but that's certainly not going to dramatically change the number. But I'm surprised the number wasn't bigger than it was. But what are you going to do? You find what you find. So keep your eyes peeled for those 2 videos over the weekend. If there's something you want to count, throw it down in the comments so I know what to add to the poll for the voting. I got a couple ideas right now, but if there's something you want to do, one thing I will tell you, somebody in the last video had made a suggestion of bikes. We just did bikes. The only one that's going to get a repeat until we've kind of gone through the gamut of the different things we're going to find is fans. And why, you ask? Because we're fans of fans here at Nacho Stuff. Make sure to smash that like button. No, I didn't get that in because we didn't have a fan today. So we can do fans again. So if you want to do fans again, I'm all about doing fans again. But that's the only one that's going to get duped so far. So it can't be vacuums, it can't be TVs, it can't be bikes, it can't be grills. Come up with something original already. So anywho's, everybody in Florida, stay safe, get things straightened up. Let's pull our britches up and get back to life again. I know that we can do this. And again, thank you all for anybody that prayed for me and gave me well wishes, because it clearly worked. And my heart goes out to all those that have suffered further, because it stinks, man. There's nothing worse than that. So everybody be safe. Have a great weekend. It's Nacho Stuff. But that doesn't mean you can't take someone else's trash and turn it into cash. So everybody, enjoy your weekends. Anybody that's in the path of Ian, I think he's just making landfall at South Carolina. Be safe. Hunker down. And don't worry, because we'll get through this. We all will. So everybody have a great weekend, and I'll catch you all on Monday. Bonus footage. I forgot last week, or earlier in the week, I should say. And then I forgot again today. I was like, I've got to do this because it's the right thing to do. I wanted to thank, and I'm going to guess here because it can be pronounced numerous ways. I think it's Sherry. It could be Cherie, or my son thinks it could be Cherry. You know who you are. You are my first member. But I wanted to thank you because Sherry had reached out to me and said, I really like those Hard Rock sweatshirts that you found. This was maybe a couple of weeks ago. And I said, well, send me an email and I'm sure we could work out a way to get those to you. So she said, this is what I want to do. And I'm like, that sounds good. You know, send me your information and we'll get it to you. So she sent me money for the sweatshirts. And by the way, she sent me way too much money because it's not what we agreed to. And she sent me a little note with that and said, hey, use the change to pay for shipping and to take Mitch Nacho out for a hot dog dinner. So I just wanted to say thank you. It was very thoughtful of you to, number one, reach out to me and buy the sweatshirts, because to me it's kind of like scrapping plus. And then the bonus monies was very generous, and I just wanted to say thank you, as well as thank you for being my first member. So just wanted to put that out there. If there is something anybody ever sees during my video, about every couple of videos someone says, I really like that, let me know what your eBay store is. You know how good I am about getting things out. I still have that tank in my backyard that I haven't even been put on Facebook Marketplace. And what is it, like 4 months ago? So if there's something you see in my videos that you are interested in, my email is in each video description as well as on my About Me page. Shoot me an email and say, hey Matt, I saw that awesome warmest wishes box and I'd love to have that because it looks like just my size. And if it's something that you're interested in, I'm sure we can figure out some way to get that to you, because the chance of you finding it on my eBay store, you might find it on there. Who knows, maybe I'll actually start listing stuff. I'm really trying to be better about it, but it's certainly probably going to be quicker if you just say, hey, I liked that item, and first come, first serve, man. There's people that are in, oh, it's the Funko Pop. Someone had reached out to me and said, hey, I think those are cool. Well, shoot me an email. It's in the description, it's in my About Me page, and say, I'm interested. I don't know if there's a certain one you want. I'll send you a list of what I've got, and we'll figure out some way to make each other happy. So, because it will alleviate junk from my hoard, and it will give you something that you're looking for. So, shoot me an email. Help me get rid of my junks. And again, Sherry, whatever it is, thank you. So, with that, have a great weekend. Be safe, be happy. I'll see you Monday.